Hello friends, welcome back to our next video. So today we will see how you can able to create one block volume and how successfully you can attach this block volume to one of your Linux Ubuntu box. So this is a real use case that is applicable for your production environment because you don't want to keep your production application data in boot volume. So it's better to keep it in a block volume, right? So here you can see I have this prod app, that is a public IP is there. So this is the machine which we are going to use today. So inside this you can see it has a default storage, that is the boot volume that is coming with the operating system, and there is no attached block volume. So our goal today is to create a 100 GB of block volume and attach to this machine, right? So for that I will go to this 3 hamburger menu and here storage, so I can see block volumes. So I had to click block volume, right? And I make sure that the compartment is production itself. So I'm going to create, I have to give a name. So I will give the name like prod app, I think I will give block volume front bv-prod app01. So this, I understand this is block volume and production for application 01. So by default size is 1024 GB, which I may not be needed. So I need around 100 gig is fine for this project. Maybe I can put 150 GB. Okay. So as this is a web server, I may not need more IOPS. So here you can see the different options starting from 0, VPU, 10, 20, 30, like that, right? VPU means volume performance unit. And one of the peculiarity of OCI is if you don't understand my workload how much taken, you have the option to performance based auto tuning also you can enable. So based on your configuration you will see how much you will get. So these are all reservation backup policies. I don't want to take backup policy for this because this application data is controlled by Git. So I don't need any cross region or availability domain replication also. So for me all good, and I'm using encryption that is provided by Oracle Managed Keys. So I'm going to create block volume. You can see the status, it's provisioning. So by the time I will log into the machine as well. So let me make it font more big. Yeah, I have logged into the prod app01. So let me go to root. As this is a new machine just created, I will do apt update. So now apt update has been completed. So I will use apt upgrade also. So by the time, let's see the block volume. Earlier I saw that block volume has been created. Okay, you can see the status available. The volume, these are all some warnings that OCI for the best practices they are suggesting that volume hasn't been backed up for the 7 days. Replication has not configured. So for me, I'm okay with that. So here I go to attach instance because right now we don't attach to any of the instance. And here what I need to do is I have to attach here iSCSI. I need read and write, all good. So instance I will select prod app01, right? So device path, let it be there. So or else you have option. So I don't want to give any option there. So I'm going to attach. So now on the back end, this block volume is attaching to the OCI instance. So by the time our upgrade also finish. So here you can see the iSCSI commands. I will click on this. I need to get the commands, and you can see this is the command for attaching this volume to that machine. So what I will do is I will do one by one. So I will take my machine. So I'm firing the first command, you can see it's added. Copying the second command, that also added. And the third command, that also added. So you can see successful message. And if you want to detach, the below down is the detach command. So looks all good. So now I will make this big. I will clear the screen because now I need to create one directory. So what I will do is I will create /data folder. So this folder will be mounted to the block volume that is which we created recently. So now what we need to do is I have to use lsblk. So this command shows the disk that is added, right? 150 GB, that is SDB, right? So this means you have to use /db/sdb. Okay. For that I will use the file system to ext4 format mkfs.ext4 space /dv/sdb. So now I am converting the block volume into ext4 format. That is a file system. So now I have completed that. So earlier I created one directory, right, /data. Okay, so what I will do is, so I will mount our /dv/sdb to /data folder. So you can see /data, that is mounted. So this is a block volume, right? So I can touch ThinkOCI.txt file and I can edit test, right? So it is there. So the advantage is, if you keeping your application data here, in case this operating system got any problem, you can spin up a new machine and you can detach this block volume and you can attach this to another machine. So now this is attached to one, right? You can see it's already there. You can see here it is attached /dev/sdb. Total 150 GB, 32K is used, 140 is available. But here the problem is, once I reboot this machine, this operating system don't know about this mount point. So what we need to do is, we have to edit one configuration file called etc fstab. So let me copy a backup of etc fstab file first. I'll put it into the md folder and then I will edit this file etc fstab. So here what I need to do is, I have to copy the command over here, this one, just copy. So I will open the file, so I will paste it here. Then after this I will copy paste the line here, that is what is the file system. So once I add this, even though I reboot the machine, the df-h will have the /data. So let me reboot first. Okay, the reboot has been completed. So I am checking /df-h. You can see the /data folder here. So I hope this video is useful because whenever you design any machine, so whether it is related to any kind of workload, you have to keep in mind that the data that is needed for your project, to keep it in a block volume, so that if anything happened to that machine, you can detach and attach to another machine. So thanks for watching this video. So I hope you like this video. Please share with your colleagues and learn more. See you in next video. Thank you.